Shalom, shalom. Skalalale haba Basham Yahushai, Basham Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to the hopefully elect out there, the sincere brothers, pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. Say shalom. And back at you to do a quick video here again, to the spirit and power of Yahweh Basham Yahushai. We could just feel it in the air, we lifting up the spirit of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, and we seeing things happening. We seeing things happening right now before our eyes, because we're pulling down principalities and powers in the spiritual realm, as we lift up the name of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, because there's power in that name, as we confess the name of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, and we confess it so that Yahweh could confess our, us before the Father, because we actually seeking mercy and forgiveness. We are seeking mercy and forgiveness. We are seeking salvation. Salvation from this wicked place, from this wicked kingdom. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 32. It says, "Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven." Are we confessing the name of Yahweh Basham Yahushai? And that is a straight cut for all these other Israelite camps out there who actually bullshitting and saying that the name is not important. But we're supposed to confess Yahushai before men, because we coming in that name. There's power in the name. The name is worthy to be praised then. So Matthew chapter 10 verse 38, he says, "Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven." So Yahweh actually pleading our cause. When we confess his name sincerely before men, when we actually go there in the highways and the byways, we actually protected through the spirit and power of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, because Yahweh is actually confessing us before the Father. You have to see it in the spiritual realm now, but you have to picture it, you have to see it in your mind's eye. That what power we really believe in. We believe in the power, we believe in Yahweh, so we confess him before men. And know his name is not Jesus or Jesus or these other false names that have out here. The Heavenly Father name is Yahweh, and his only begotten Son name is Yahweh, and we confess that before men. Matthew chapter 10 verse 33, "But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before the Father which is in heaven." So all the other Israelite camps out there who actually bullshitting and denying the name of the Heavenly Father. Because the most important thing is you could actually learn in this truth. And being an Israelite man, I don't care how 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, you claim to be in the truth. Once you do not know the correct name of the Heavenly Father, which is Yahweh, and his only begotten Son, which is Yahweh, you knows nothing. Because what foundation you're actually building on? What foundation or what power you actually coming in, or what name you actually coming in? Because the name represents everything. The name that represents everything. Even in Esau Kingdom, the name and a certain brand, the most expensive brands out here, is the name that pushed it. Everything is the name. So what name the true men of the Most High will actually come in? They will come in the correct name of the Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son. And we're supposed to confess it. When we go there in the highways and the byways, we're supposed to confess it and tell the people which is our people who shall hear, only the elect shall hear. But we're supposed to confess the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and stand stiffly for that name. Matthew chapter 10 verse 32. It says, whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. And the Most High shall deny you. So all the other Israelite groups were actually bullshitting. You know, and this goes outside of the temple, which meaning that all the other so-called pastors out here, what actually name that actually you actually teaching in? You are false teachers and you are false leaders, you know, leaders of the blind. You know, the name and the Most High is very important. You know, and I just to tell you the spirit, because I wasn't even going to actually talk about the name of the Heavenly Father in this video, but it just happened to actually be upon me to just talk about it. You know, this is second Esdras, because even Esdras saw it. This is second Esdras chapter 2. Now this is second Esdras chapter 2 verse 43. You know, let's go straight to the point. He say, and in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marvel at greatly. And that is Yahushua himself. So I asked the angel, and he said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing, which is this flesh, which is this wicked flesh. You know, because we actually grown to be clothed upon with a heavenly body. So this all goes back to what hating this life, because we are in prison. We are in prison mentally, physically. You know, we are here to serve punishment. So these are the put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We are actually confessing the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All praises and all glory due to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. When we go out there in the highways and the byways, when we do these sit-down videos, because we believe in that name. There is no other name. And only the elect shall praise his holy name, as it is written. Now are they crowned and receive palms. Now are they crowned and receive palms. And when we read the scriptures, we feel comforted. We feel 100% confidence in Yahushua, because he is here with us. He is within us. Verse 46. He said, then said I unto the angel, what young person is that crowned them, and give them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of the Heavenly Father, which is Yahushua, whom they have confessed in the world. We confessing Yahushua in this world. We lifting up a banner of Yahushua for Yahushua. We standing up for Yahushua. Then began I greatly and commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son Yahushua. So that's why we stand up out there on the highways and the byways. We stand stiffly for that name. We believe in that name. And the elect shall hold on to that name until the very last end. Whether it be because some brothers will be beheaded for the name and the testimony that they held. You know, even when Jacob trouble start, And we have to go through some testing and trials. Even we will be faithful until death. We shall be faithful until death, but we still hold on to that name, and we will still confess that name. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You know? He said, verse 48, he said, then the angel said unto me, go thy way, and tell my people what manner of things, and how great wonders of the Most High Yahweh thy power thou hast seen. So this is the testimony, and this is the vision that Ezra saw. And this shall come to pass because he saw it. He saw the two men, and we hoping that we be part of that. We hoping that we be part of that through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Oh, please have mercy upon us, Heavenly Father, that we be part of that, boy. You know, all the sincere brothers out there who pushing His word, hold on to that name. You know, with that, this is Shalom.